Last time on Read Only Memories. This guy's like, what? This guy's like, And so it continues. Okay, so let's go to Hayden's apartment, because now that we have the ID, maybe we'll be able to get in? Hayden's door, random door. Ooh, plant, hell yeah. A healthy green plant. So there's a police ROM. See if we can get by, maybe? The door to Hayden's apartment. It seems to have been recently replaced. That's so strange.
Halt, citizen! This area has been cordoned off by... oh, man. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
This is Detective Lexi Rivers, badge number 881126. I will be entering the crime scene with my assistant to gather evidence.
Whoa!
Please move out, but maintain the perimeter.
Of course, Detective Rivers. Good luck with your investigation.
What?
So, are you impressed yet? Have I proven my usefulness, Jen?
You have. You don't need to prove anything to me, Turing. But good job. Not bad. Not bad at all.
At times, I feel my inexperience may be holding us back, but I will continue to do my best to assist you.
Turn up. You're great.
I just wish Hayden had given me more practical training to deal with this kind of situation. Or even just being out and about in general. It can be a bit overwhelming at times.
How did that work with just Lexi's voice anyway? Can't that police bot see us?
Well, I'm not sure I'd call that seeing. Neo SF Police Department uses a government rebuild of the old Robodyne 6300 Mark B. They're antiquating enough that I'm surprised they aren't in a museum. Their optics are a paltry 10 megapixels, and it was child's play for me to modulate my forward display into a tight beam of an image aimed directly into his lenses. Huh. I also transmitted the credentials we got from Detective Rivers' badge earlier. I probably could have gotten away with just that, but better safe than sorry when impersonating an officer of the law. Frankly, I'm rather embarrassed for the ROM. The poor thing is older than your computer. But enough of that. Let's get the data cache and return to Tomcat.
Interesting. Alright, so now we can go in there. Whoa!
What?
What the fuck? No! The family link! And the plant!
Oh no! No! Our apartment! My home! Who could have done this? Why?
Jeez, that graffiti looks like Human Revolution stuff. I mean, it has pure on, I don't know what this says, but pure?
What does the Human Revolution want with Hayden? Why would they break our things? I don't know what to do.
I mean, neither do I.
This place, these items. They're all I have of Hayden.
Oh no.
What if he's gone for good? What will I do if we can't find him? This was all I had left.
Oh no. Don't worry, Turnip. We'll find him. Get it together and relax. It's just stuff. I don't know what to say. We'll find him, Turnip. We'll find him.
You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst.
No, you're good, Turnip.
Well, let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess.
Okay.
We don't have time to waste on my histrionics.
pure graffiti. Humanity has changed rapidly in the last century. Hybridization of the human genome and cybernetic augmentation has, in the human revolution's viewpoint, diluted the purity and strength of the species. Empty desk. The desk has been ransacked and tagged with spray paint. Tech scum. Oh yeah, I can kind of see it now.
I think you're right about this being human revolution propaganda, but Hayden is an unlikely target. I know they don't like Parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs. I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up.
Okay. Busted TV. A ROM piece has been embedded in the high-res screen. Broken window. The view is marred by graffiti and splintered glass.
I think the data cache is gone.
Oh no.
We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here.
Fuck.
I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction.
Yeah, for real.
The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken. I wonder what the human revolution would need the data cache for anyway.
Maybe they took it to delay Hayden's research? Maybe someone is framing the human revolution. Maybe they really are just vandals and stole it to sell. Maybe they took it to delay Hayden's research, because he is researching robotics, right? He's working for Parallax.
That's a distinct possibility. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer. The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized. Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigots stuck in the past. Perhaps we could... Hey,
Whoa!
what's wrong?
Whoa!
No!
Oh my god, that scared me. What the fuck? What's happening? Chapter 2. Shit. Chinatown Hospital.
Thank goodness you're finally awake! I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized.
Oh my god.
I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced and that you appear to be okay.
Are you sitting on my bed at my feet? Oh my god. Yeah, I am. Are you okay? My head is killing me. What happened? Are you okay, Turnip?
I'm fine. Whoever ambushed us clearly wasn't interested in causing either of us serious harm. After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us. It took me 2 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily. Serious military hardware like that is difficult to obtain, but that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well.
Huh.
Likely a mil-spec neuro-scrambler.
Who do you think did this? And why did they attack us and just leave?
I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct. Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research. Trashing our apartment may have been a cover for the theft of the data cache we were looking for.
It Then why did they attack us and just leave?
If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape. But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high.
But why wouldn't they take you?
Leaving me when I was so vulnerable makes no sense.
Yeah. Maybe they didn't recognize you? Maybe they want you to lead them to the rest of Hayden's research. Maybe it really was someone unrelated. Yeah, maybe perhaps they didn't recognize him because all we know is that Hayden never really talked. From Turnip's point of view is that Hayden doesn't seem to talk about him at all.
That seems unlikely.
Oh.
Even the most casual access to Hayden's research would have turned up physical descriptions of me. And even if they weren't sure...
That's true.
Well, I'd play it better safe than sorry if I were them.
That is true.
We were at the scene of the crime, so to speak. Surely interrogating us would have cost them little.
Did you see who hit us?
No, I didn't. They assaulted us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had cloaking of some kind, or were extraordinarily careful while making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROM's, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there. Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke.
Maybe...
Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again.
Maybe it's a cyborg? Oh, hey, ID.
Here are those headphones you reviewed.
Oh yeah, give me that.
I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published.
Thank you. Where's my spoiled milk?
Oh, and here's your spoiled milk.
Thank you. Delicious.
Luckily, the hospital staff didn't find your carrying of a carton of spoiled milk around to be a cause for concern.
Hey, man. Don't you dare judge me.
And finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from Alfie.
Thank you.
Looks like it got broken.
Oh.
Now all we have is this broken commemorative glass.
Well, hey, at least it's something. That looks funny. Maybe we should just throw the glass away.
You're right. You wouldn't want to cut yourself.
Thank you.
Just
But
let
the
me
spoiled
know when you
milk,
want to leave.
definitely a keeper.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Hayden Weber?
Whoa. No? No, I'm not. Oh my god. Turnip looks super scary. What the fuck? Hey, it's a medicomp. He seemed to be doing okay! Yeah! You're a writer, not a doctor. Sit back down. Can I talk to it? How are things, medicomp?
Everything is okay.
What the fuck? Good enough. That is hilarious. Oh my god. It's decently comfortable in spite of the coverings. Ugh. Can I look at him? Has Turnip been sitting here by your side the entire time?
I think I recognize that voice, but I can't be sure.
Okay, well, I guess we gotta pull back the curtain. Standard hospital curtain. Low quality fabric, tacky sterile color, and steam clean beyond recognition. Can I talk to him?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you from behind that curtain.
Well, bitch. Gotta talk louder. Alright, fine. We'll open it up. Whoa! What? The actual... You're a patient? You do not look like a patient, man. Seems he's your roommate.
Sorry for being a nosy Nancy. Hayden's an old friend of mine, and this sounded all too familiar.
What?
Has anything happened to him?
Who are you? Were you listening in on our conversation? Yeah, who the fuck are you, dude?
Of course. I've not yet introduced myself. My name is Dr. Yannick Fairlight, and I'm the founder and former CEO of System 1 Software, now owned by Parallax.
He is telling the truth, at least as far as I can intuit from information on the meshnet. And I do recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Fairlight, at least once in passing at some point.
Hey?
See, I don't bite.
Were you listening in?
I hate to be the one to tell you, but privacy screens are hardly soundproof.
That's true.
However, if this situation concerns us both, perhaps we can help each other. I won't press you for details, but perhaps I could be of some assistance,
Yeah.
I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can.
You said former CEO? What are you doing here? How can you help? What do you want?
Yes. As I've mentioned, Parallax acquired my company, System 1 Software. I accepted a CTO position, and additionally served on Parallax's board for several years. The other directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction the organization should take. The non-centralized data scheme for most ROMs used today seemed ludicrous at the time. We were playing with fire, dangerous, morally ambiguous fire, and well, we hadn't invented a bucket of water. So when Parallax's servers were destroyed by hobbyist hackers, well, needless to say, it was a PR nightmare. Everything halted until we could get the damage fixed. And since the security work that goes into maintaining the integrity of near impenetrable meshnet is astronomically expensive, we had our share of disagreements. In the end, I was voted off the board and they went on without me. Do I have hard feelings? Of course, who wouldn't? In the end, though, it really doesn't matter. I'm an old rich man with enough hobbies to last the next 2 decades.
Oh my god, dude. How did you meet Hayden? Do you know anything about Hayden's research?
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when the two companies first underwent the merger. At the time, he was a young, hotshot researcher working in the search data correlation sector. He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system. He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject.
Do you know anything about Hayden's research?
His research? No, not so much. I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapience, but that is the realm of science fiction.
I mean,
He once showed me a prototype of his.
you're talking to Turnip, man.
She was quite clever, very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life. I assume that you are another of his creations.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing. Did you say she?
Ah, yes. She was quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her. Hayden said that she had picked out the color for her casing herself. Pastel pink. Still, I must assume you are far more advanced than she, if you're spearheading the search for your creator.
So so he's created more.
Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Huh.
Do you know what became of her, or where she might be now? Hayden has told me so little of his past research.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be. If any of my contacts in Parallax make mention of your erstwhile sibling, I'll pass it on to you.
Okay. I don't really trust
Thank you,
Parallax.
Dr. Fairlight.
However, let me ask about something else.
Of course. Ask away.
What the fuck is that supposed to be a semicolon? Oh my god, that really looks weird. What are you doing here?
The chair you find me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support run. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak.
Interesting.
It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable. I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have been severely bedridden.
Interesting.
It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here to have it examined. There's a particular fellow at this hospital who is the only one I trust to run the correct diagnostics and fine-tune things to my exact needs. It's the same way you might get your car serviced, making sure everything's in check. It's too integral to my health to count on just luck. Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed into surgery all at once. My appointment has been pushed back. The hospital administrators placed me here with a resting patient so as not to be disturbed by the chaos outside. I don't think they expected you to awaken quite as quickly as you did. I can think of a few ways. I still have some contacts in Parallax and can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they'll know something.
Okay.
I will admit, I don't have much to offer until there's more information. Is there anything you can tell me? I'd like to help in any way I can. What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
Nothing,
The
man.
first time we went, nothing. But when we went back to extract his computer's data cache, the place had been pillaged, and the human revolution had spray-painted slogans all over our walls. Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted. And now we're here, injured and losing our trail with each passing second. We're still frustratingly in the dark and running out of time. I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I could do more. Hayden's company was most enjoyable.
What do you want?
What do I want? It would be nice to be young again. Play the darling of the company, court prince and pauper alike. But right now, someone I grew very fond of is in great danger. I simply wish to see Hayden home again, safe.
It's been very interesting speaking to you, Dr. Fairlight.
Turing, are you sure we can trust him? Yeah, I know. I don't really... I mean, he's our only lead so far. I don't really trust the people at Parallax. I mean... Like, the police seems like they're hiding shit from us. They were quite quick in, getting to that door. It seems like everyone's in on this, except for, like, well, civilians, like us. I don't know if we can trust him. I mean, look at that fucking smirk he has! Holy shit! That guy has evil written all over his fucking face. I don't know. Do you think we can trust him?
I don't think we have any choice.
Yeah, for real.
If I'm looking into this on my own, you might as well benefit from it. We both want the same thing, yes? It's up to us to seize opportunity when it appears. I think I have a lead for you two that will prove most useful. You said you found human revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls. I am acquaintances with the man leading the current human revolution protests at the Genus Clinic.
What?
His name is Brian Mulberry. After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on that particular event.
What the hell? How the fuck do you know Brian Mulberry? You're involved with the human revolution? What the fuck?
Ah, well, when I exited Parallax, I sought out like-minded individuals. We worked together to prevent a full deployment of the MeshNet system. Brian Mulberry was one such person.
Huh.
We did not succeed in our efforts, obviously. Come to think of it, that event might have been what prompted Brian to take a more radical stance against technology. But yes, our motivations aligned for one brief time, and I gained his respect from it. Hopefully, that can be useful for you.
Okay. You're involved with the human revolution?
No, not in this lifetime. Even if I so desired, I don't think they would approve much of my work. While Mr. Mulberry and I were associated with each other once, it was before he joined the human revolution.
I see.
I find their methodology too aggressive, and their stated goals dangerously backwards.
I mean, you do look like a classy motherfucker.
While I pushed for careful deployment of technology after the Parallax System 1 merger, I am no caveman. After all, I'd likely be dead without the advanced technology that goes into this chair.
That's true. Thank you for helping us out like this.
I will send a message downstairs to my assistant, Leon Decker.
Okay.
He will hand you one of my cards to prove your association with me to Mr. Mulberry.
Sweet.
Make sure you speak to him before you leave. In the meantime, I'll get in touch with some other individuals I know and try to find out any other information about Hayden that I might be able to pass on to you.
All right.
I'll be in contact. It was a pleasure meeting you both.
All right. We should get going. Turn up. Let's go.
Ah, of course. Please, do not let me delay you any further. Good luck, Turing. I don't think Hayden's faith in you is misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
Yes, please. Oh my god, yes please, let's go. I mean, look at that fucking smirk he has. Holy shit. That guy has evil written all over his fucking face.